Hello guys, what's up? What's up everybody? How are you today? It is yet another episode of the Thought Curator podcast and we are back. I am back. It's been a minute, it's been a week since I last recorded the last episode. I hope that you've taken your time to at least listen to it and give feedback. Leave a comment, leave me some feedback so that I can know how things are going, so that I can know if you're loving the content or if we are considering changing the content. It all depends on your feedback, so please leave me some feedback. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Thought Curator podcast. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you back today. I'm super excited for this episode. So listen in and take whatever gems that you may get, and as well be entertained. Whatever you come to this podcast for, may you find it. And I hope it comes to you, and I hope that it fulfills you. So let's get into the podcast. Let's get into the episode. Welcome. Karibu sana. I am super excited recording this episode today. It is a day to my younger son's birthday. He will be turning 1 tomorrow, and I'm super excited that he has grown so fast. I don't know where the days have gone. I don't know where the months have gone. And it's now a year of beautiful mothering and just having an amazing little human being to take care of. I feel so proud. I feel so happy. I feel so honored and humbled. It is just beautiful watching that baby grow. I thank God, and I really thank God for the opportunity to be a mommy, for the opportunity to just have an amazing human being to take care of, and two amazing little humans who for me would never grow big enough. I will always have them as my babies. And yeah, it's 1 year. It will be 1 year tomorrow. It's been a beautiful journey of motherhood. I really thank God. I'm happy. I'm humbled. God has been faithful. God has really brought us so far. When I remember the day that I had him in the hospital, it was such an amazing feeling. It is always, even when I remember it, it is so warm to just think about it and how God just has been faithful to me, how God has kept us, how God even took care of me during the time when I was having our baby. I had an Hebrew birth, and wow, it's not so common. It's not a privilege that every woman enjoys, and I wish they did get to have that. But God favored me in a way, and God has been graceful to me, and the favor of the Lord is upon me. And yeah, I had an Hebrew birth. I had a beautiful son, and God has been faithful. I just praise him. I thank him. And yeah, it's going to be 1 year tomorrow. And sadly, I'm not home to celebrate it. As I am recording this podcast right now, I am away. I am away for work. I have been away for the past 3 days now. I have 2 more days to go before I go back home to them. And it's kinda sad that I will not be with him tomorrow, but I will make sure that I make him feel special about his day. He doesn't know what's going on, but I just want him to feel warm and loved. And I'll make sure that the older sibling just ensures that the little one feels loved and warm and everything. So yeah, I'm going to be missing his birthday, but I definitely will be celebrating it. We will be celebrating it as a family. We're so grateful to God. We are happy. God is faithful. God is faithful, and all glory goes back to Him. So, as I've said, the last time I was on here, I think I spoke about my interview that I had gone to before, and how I had not received feedback, and how I had just released it to God, and I was waiting on Him. I have been waiting on Him for a very long time, and this comes as an answered prayer. I got the job, and I've been away on training for the past 3 days. I will be having 2 more days of that, and then I'll be going back home and getting into work. So, how God is faithful, how God answers prayer, it's miraculous. It's just amazing. It's beautiful. When God's time comes, He makes it beautiful for you. He made it beautiful for me, and He sure will make it beautiful for you. Keep trusting in Him. Keep praying. Keep writing those prayers down. Keep writing what you wish to have, what you want to have, what you are telling God to just make true in your life. Because I cannot believe this. It's unbelievable that the answered prayer came at the perfect time. It came at God's time, and all glory. No one will take the credit. It's just God. It's all glory to go back to God, because this was no man's doing. It was not my doing. It never would have been my doing, and if it was mine, it wouldn't be as beautiful as this. So yeah, it's just the more reason for me to just keep trusting God, keep hoping and praying for more, keep manifesting bigger and better. And yeah, I pray for the same for you. So those are the life updates. Life updates. Anyway, yeah. For a while now, I have been thinking about talking to you guys about adult friendships. Adult friendships are the ghetto. I have had enough of those. I have had my fair share of ghetto friendships. Not just adult friendships, but mostly to say I have lost a lot of friendships along the way. I don't know how that happened. Oh, but I think I know. I think I have an idea, but since I'm not the type who goes back to break up, I don't do the friendship breakup situation. I just let it go. I let it slide. And if I no longer feel the vibe is the same, if I feel like you're not matching my energy, I honestly just let it die a natural death. And maybe I am the reason why right now as we're speaking I only have two cool friends. The upside to it is that one of them is here with me, around me, and I can easily visit. We can easily move around our schedules and meet and all that. But my other friend is very far away from me, recently traveled, but now it will be an occasional meetup and occasional phone calls and occasional speaking on the phone. How did that happen? How did it come to be? Oh, from when I remember having a million, okay, not a million, but having a close knit friendship. I have had one of those beautiful, loyal, everything you'd wished for about friendship. I have had that. I have had a fair share of beautiful friendships. I've always been a member of a group. I've always been in a group setting, but in a beautiful way where people are loving, people are loyal, people are just amazing at everything in that friendship. Because I remember all the way from my primary school to my high school to my campus, I've always had those beautiful, beautiful friendships, those that you would admire. But right now, I only have two amazing friends, and the rest I don't consider them as okay. I don't put them in the category that I am describing right now because they are family. And when you have family and you have friendship in that situation, it's beautiful and it's amazing. And I feel lucky because I have that. I have family members who are more than just family members. They're just my cool friends. But then I'm not putting them in that category of friendships because that's a different kind of relationship altogether. But just looking back, I have had beautiful friendship. I remember when I was in my primary education, I had in my lower primary, not lower mid, before now going up to the upper classes, I had one friend who is still my friend to date, and another uh, two more two more people. So we were four friends, very close and tight. We shared everything. We shared food. We would grab something for each other whenever we go home. We go home, we come back with something, and we share. That was in class 4. I remember being in class 4 and having four friends. One would come to school with fruits, oranges in particular, and would share with us. Now, um, it was just a common thing to do that. Whatever you have that is unique at your home, you bring it, we all share. That was in my class 4. This went on, but I remember leaving two of those of my friends back in that class, and when I left, I went to another class. Leaving them in that class now meant that we were not that tight anymore. It doesn't mean that the friendship died, but in a bit, it kinda dwindled a little. Now going forth to the next class, I don't remember having a tight friendship as such, but I just remember having a desk mate who was just a cool person to me, but I will not consider it as friendship as such as the one that I had when I was in class 4 and class 3. Now going up to class 6 and 7, I remember being in another group. Oh, I don't remember where I met this other friend, of which class I was with my other friend, whom now we are still friends, but distance has been a bit of a challenge for us because life has been happening. A lot of things have been going on. We've went into different phases of our lives, and they are busy and I'm busy, and now that friendship has kind of taken a backseat. Doesn't mean I don't love her enough. I love her. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's an amazing person. I remember that friendship took me through class 6 and class 7, and yeah, class 6 and class 7. It was the tightest. Class 8 all the way to high school, because we had that even in high school. We would visit back and forth. I would always have to visit her home, and if I'm visiting this weekend, if we are on holidays, the next weekend she has to come. So we were tight. We shared everything. We talked about everything. I remember even the first pair of adult trousers that I wore were the ones that she gave me. Ones that her sister had bought for her, and they were a little small, and because I'm a tiny human being, I remember her gifting me when I was in Form 1. Now, um that friendship was just amazing. We shared everything. We challenged each other about everything in life. We talked about our families very openly, our sisters, the love we had for our siblings. We knew each other's siblings right through. We knew each other's parents. Whenever she came to my home, my parents knew her. They loved her. They adored her. My siblings adored her as well. They knew her. It was a beautiful friendship. All through high school, all through campus. Now, when life happened was after when I got my first job. I remember we were visiting every so often, and when I moved from that place where we were close, we stopped visiting. Life just happened. That one, it was not a breakup kind of situation. And now I remember that within this friendship, we had another friend, and this other friend came in at some point when we were really tight, and we had a very tight friendship. We even knew what we were going to do in our future. She was so adamant about being working in the county commissioner's office and all that. That was her dream. We used to call her that. It was a nice nickname for her. And now I remember another friend coming in, and we brought her into our circle. Oh, and I had another one. Oh goodness. I had another one, and that one was again, I have been a good friend. Just looking back, I think I'm an amazing friend. So it's not me, it's you, kind of situation. Because I remember that one too. We used to visit back and forth, back and forth. We would challenge each other. We always were the kind where if I'm number one, she's number two. If I'm number two, she's number one. And we would always really academically challenge each other. We had a beautiful friendship. We would talk about anything and everything. We challenge each other about a lot, mostly about books and just friendship and boys and what and all that. That was another one. But this one was not among the group dynamic that I'm about to talk to you about. So I remember another girl transferring now from another school to our school, and we incorporated her into the friendship. Now I don't remember how that happened, but we found each other being tight, the three of us. But come to think about it, it was not that tight, because I don't think that that girl was as genuine of a friend to us even back then. And this later on came to just show up at some point in our friendship. So I would say that me and that friend who we went all through to campus was the tightest friendship of my primary school. And the other one from class 4, which now went on to even up to now. Now, I remember this friendship being so defining because there was a lot of hypocrisy, there was a lot of gossiping, there was a lot of backbiting and all that. And this friendship should have ended in our primary, because I don't think that we had so much of similar values or common values. And when I moved to another school now, I went in there and I found another amazing girl, amazing, beautiful girl, who we became very, very good friends. Best of friends. We shared everything. We talked about everything. And at that point, I don't think I was the type where I am now. I'm not the type to really open up and just tell people about my business, everything about my business, not in, especially the most intimate parts of my life. I really don't share, and I think it's been because I've been bruised so many times by friendships. Friendships have done me the thing, and I have become so fearful and I've become so guarded. And that is the reason why I was saying I know why my friendships break, because I'm so guarded. But then again, okay, that's life. And I don't think I'm at this point I'm at a place where I'm ready to open up to people or to just let my guard down. I think as we grow older, we become mature, and as we mature, there are things that somebody would just know that there are boundaries that somebody would not break. And by the time I know that I'm telling you something, I'm really trusting you. So as I grow, I hope to meet people who are more mature, who are more loyal, because my value is loyalty. Because I can give loyalty. If I give you loyalty, I expect that you will give it back to me. And I haven't found so many people who are me in friendships. It's hard to find that, and I do not expect it. But if I do, it will be the most beautiful friendship I'll ever have. So yeah, so going into class 8, met a beautiful, amazing girl who was a class lower than me, but was brilliant, intelligent. We used to do a lot of our studies together because now I'm in boarding school, and now we are really serious about KCPE. This beautiful, amazing human being was brilliant, was one class lower than me, but would challenge me in so many ways. We used to do a lot of math together because I'm not good in math. I wasn't good at math at that time, but with time and growing up, I've realized that maybe it's the financial situations or economics of life that have made me to really be quick at math right now than when I was. It's adulting, it's growing up than I was then. So I really didn't have the mind for math. I really didn't have the time for it. I didn't have the patience for it. I didn't like it. I think it's the attitude that made me fail. But yeah, so she was so patient with me. We would do discussions late into the night. We would sleep in my bed, just being under the covers, reading books together, just discussing stuff late into the night. We would talk about anything and everything. That was a beautiful friendship. I would have her back without even thinking about it. I would have, she would have my back without a doubt. We did our KCPE. Oh, yeah, she did KCPE with me, even if she was a class lower than me. We went into high school and she passed with flying colors, went to a beautiful national school. She was bright. At this point, she's a medic as we speak. She's a medic. We haven't catch up in a while. I miss her. It was a beautiful friendship. She really got me through a point in life which was very necessary, challenged me in a lot of ways, and we both shone. We really did shine through the moment. Yeah, she did well. She went to her beautiful school. I went to a good school. Brilliant girls, brilliant, amazing, intelligent, beautiful girls. And yeah, she went to a good school. Passed her KCSE, was in the magazine. She's a brilliant human being. Oh my goodness, I admire her. I appreciate her. I love her. So yeah, went. That was done. Went into high school. We would speak every so often. Would write to each other every so often. We'd meet every so often. But yet until now, we were done with our form for exams. We had a moment there. We stayed together for some time. We did catch up. We did a lot together. We would talk. We still had that bond, that beautiful bond. right through our campus. We went to campus together, different universities. She went to do medical school. I went to do mine. And yeah, we would catch up every so often. I would go to her workplace because she was working while in school. I would go visit her every so often when I was home and out of school. We would catch up and all that. We lost contact at some point. I would not even say that we broke up. We just lost contact because of the busyness of life and all that. But this beautiful friendship introduced me to another friendship when I was in my first year of campus. So one one little cute, amazing friend that I got to have all through my campus, who was in my back pocket. I had her in my heart, literally. Like, she's that friend who I really, really genuinely love a lot. I got introduced to this friend through the other friendship that I've just talked about, and it was just about um, we met at the corridors of campus, and meeting in the corridors of campus. Hi, we were in the same doing the same course, and just by knowing which school she had went to, I asked her about this other friend, and the next thing she's telling me is that she was friends with my friend. And because I was in we chat for some time because we were in the same dorm room. We did have a chat, and the next thing, because I was leaving school at that moment, I was traveling somewhere. She told me to bring her chocolate, and I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know why I even considered that, but I brought her chocolate. I brought her chocolate when I went back to school. That's how our friendship grew. That's how our friendship started. Same class, same course, same dorm room. What else? What else can make our friendship flourish? This is one of my friends who we became really tight, talked about everything and everything. I kind of, in a way, just mothered her because I had that mother. I am so mothering. I can mother somebody, and I was just mothering her and loving her in our friendship all through our campus life. We had an amazing campus life together. You wouldn't see me without seeing her. She wouldn't be seen without me, unless over the weekend when I'm not there. But we were inseparable. If we were late to class, we were late to class. We looked alike, short, cute, and very round. No, not round, just short and cute and very tiny. Yeah, we were tiny. And yeah, that's one friendship that was very dear to my heart. Life happened. Oh, we went to the same organization for our internship. I introduced her to my organization that I was working for during my internship. She came in, stayed a little longer there after I was done and I'd gone back to school. And yeah, we would, even when we had moved out of our dorm rooms, we would spend a lot of time together, a lot of time together in our specific in our specific houses that we had rented. We would actually spend a whole weekend together in just my house. We would go to her house for another weekend. We would go out together. If you just saw her, you would see me. If I'm not with her, I have traveled. We went out, we had a good time together, we had very beautiful times together, very beautiful memories in class, in groups, in group discussions, in lectures, in everything. We were together, we'd share notes, we'd share everything. Now, this friendship led to a bigger now circle, which I had in campus. I had a whole group of friends of about six friends. Yeah, around five beautiful ladies and two amazing gentlemen. We were so tight in our friendship, all in the same class, all in one group discussion. Whenever we would go out of class, you would find us together, either having lunch, just chatting, chilling, doing whatever. We'd all go out every so often together. We were tight. That was one tight group of friends. We would do everything together. That would be the formation for our exams. It was one beautiful hella friendship. And some moments really stand out for me, like when I was graduating my diploma, right before my degree, because I did do a course aside from my degree, which was really time consuming and took a lot of my time, took a lot of my energy. They would still cover up for me in group discussions, in classes, in lectures, so that I could be able to do my exams on the other school that I was doing my diploma in. They were amazing friends. They would cover me in group assignments, in takeaway exams. They even once just sat for me in an in a class. So yeah, okay. So yeah, those were just beautiful friendships. And if there's one moment that I remember, it's them gifting me after I had done my diploma and I was graduating. And since they had missed my graduation, only my parents had come and my siblings for my graduation. Oh, I have never bragged on here. I was the first in my diploma in management human resource option in the class of 2016. I was the best student, class of 2016, Kenya Institute of Management. So yeah, when they heard the news, they were overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. They were really genuinely happy for me. And yes, they did organize a surprise party for me. Oh, this was just beautiful. They had gifts. Everyone had a gift for me since they had not traveled to come for my graduation. Everyone had a gift for me. And there was really thoughtful gifts. Really thoughtful gifts that was so touching and so personalized to me. Crazy, crazy gifts that would just look like an inside joke for us. Oh my god, I love them. They were amazing friends. We had a group together. We talk about anything and everything, and that friendship even went on. They were the best, the maids at my wedding. Those beautiful girls should just be blessed. They were the maids at my wedding, because who else would be if it were not for the girls that I had shared my life with in campus. And yeah, now distance came in when I now transitioned into being a mother and being a wife, and just life happening left, right, and center, jobs here, jobs there. Yeah. And I felt like I had neglected my friends and we couldn't relate on the same level. And distance came in. Life happened to them as well. things happen to them, progression, elevation, and all that, all in different capacities, all in different parts of their lives. Yeah, that's a friendship that I would love to rekindle because, yo, the memories, the crazy times, the good old times. I miss that. I appreciate amazing friendships because I have had the ghetto of friendship. I have had that one friend who has backbeaten me, has gossiped about me, has pretended on my face to be my friend, and yet went on my back and just been nasty. So yeah, I appreciate good friendship when I reminisce and I've had that. I have had a friend. I have had those friends who go after your boyfriend. I've had those friends who are jealous with me about one or two things about me. I have had friends who have taken advantage of my goodness and the goodness of my heart. I have had friendships which have broken down because of me setting boundaries about my life and what I would not entertain, and just realizing that I'm the only friend in this situation who is the friend to the friend. In real sense, the other person is not even lifting a finger to try and just um, be friends with me. I am the one checking in on them every so often. I'm the one texting them. I'm the one making the calls. I'm the one making the plans to meet. And yeah, no, I am not about to be doing that. If I feel that the energy has shifted, let it just die a natural death. And that has been the reason why I have lost so many of my friendships at some point in life. And again, if the vibe is negative, I'm not about to be sitting there and having a friendship that I feel is not reciprocal, is not of positive energy, is not of positive and loving vibes to me. No, I am comfortable with myself being on my own. I'm comfortable being my own friend. And yeah, if that's how it is, I'm not about to fake it. And that's why I don't think I've made friendships of in the recent years, because I know of good friendships that I've had. I know how I feel when I have people who have my back. I know how it feels to be loved in a friendship. I know how it feels to genuinely have a circle. I know how it feels to genuinely have people that have your back. And yeah, these friendships that I've talked about have set the bar for how friendships should be, and maybe that's the reason that why it's becoming so hard to make friendships today, because I'm not as open. And again, I have been scorched and burnt once before or twice before. But yeah, those are adult friendships for you. I have just covered a few of my friendships. I've not even gotten far into it because I have a few more of beautiful, beautiful friendship. This is just to show you that people exist, that things might happen even in our friendships that might change the dynamics, but it doesn't mean that they were not true friendships. It doesn't mean that they were not genuine. There was no genuine love in there. It was there at the time when that friendship was thriving. But allow people to grow, allow people to move away, allow people to find themselves. And if we ever find ourselves back to each other, the better. Yeah, because that then would mean that we will only be better for each other, that we will uh, meet at the point where we are at, and at a point when everyone is healthy in their own way, when everyone has at least figured out what life is about. Because yeah, it can be life can be a lot, and it's okay. Adulting is not easy. So while we are going through the phases of job hunting, while we are still going through the phases of mothering and parenting and figuring out marriage situations, figuring out a lot of things, I am open to giving grace to the things that are happening. But if there's anything I've learned, it is to be intentional about your friendships, be intentional about meeting them, be intentional about showing up, be intentional about showing up whenever they have something going on. Check in on them, check the energy. If the energy is not it, communicate. The biggest thing is to communicate and ensure that you are both on the same page. Show up for your friends, because me, I have communicated with with the one friend that I have that is around, that if something is happening, I want you to show up, and I will do the same for you. I will be loyal, I will show up for you, I will defend you in rooms that you're not there. I'll mention your name in rooms that you are not in. I will ensure that this friendship is covered. I'll ensure that we are on the same page about everything. I'll grow with you. I'll ensure that we grow together and take you on my journey as you take me on your journey as well. So, yeah, just learning from the mistakes that I have done in the past, and just knowing that I cannot exist on my own, that I'll always need or want to have someone I can talk to that is aside from my family, having someone to challenge me in different ways than the usual that I'm used to, just having a different perspective on things, just from a person who loves and cares about me, that is different from family. Friendships are very important, friendships are beautiful, and I have had that, and I've also had the fair share of the ghetto friendships. But yeah, just reminding you to just nurture your friendships and grow with them, and don't let them slip away from you, because they are amazing people that we meet in our seasons. And if we don't nurture them, if we don't appreciate them, if we are not aware of how those people impact us, we could lose them. We can't lose them. Yeah, they are all humans. We are all humans. We all want love, we all want care, we all want somebody to show up for us. So if you can do that for someone else, the better, because then that means you are cultivating into the friendship, you're cultivating into that relationship. Just don't take anyone for granted. Don't be complacent of their importance. Just show up for your friendships. Make plans, follow up on the plans, follow through with them, and just be good to your friend. Appreciate them, show them how much they mean to you, send them gifts. Because if there's a time when I remember feeling so happy, it was at the point when it was one of the memories of me being so happy and fulfilled in life, was when my friends were gifting me. My love language is gifting. I am a good gifter, and I love receiving gifts. So at that point in my life when they gifted me, it was beautiful. I'll tell you on the next episode about friendships friendships that I've had in the past, or in my during my high school, that really solidified who I am as a person, because those friendships were solid, and I'm really manifesting more of those friendships even in the future, because um what will prevent me from having that if I have already experienced it in the past? Nothing can prevent me from having that, because I know how it looks like, I know what it feels like, and I know how beautiful it can be. So I am manifesting beautiful friendships in my future, solid, cool friendships. That's what I'm manifesting. I hope that you're manifesting it as well with me. And when that time happens, we will talk about it. I'll get back here and tell you how it's going, how it's been. Thank you. I'm super excited that you have listened in, that you have tuned into this episode today. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And another episode in the bag, baby. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for engaging with me on my social media platforms, and as well on Spotify and on any other podcast platform that you listen in from. I'm so appreciative that you took your time to listen to this podcast, and I hope that you have an amazing time. Oh, this episode is just exciting because I am speaking to you from a beautiful location, and I'm so happy, so happy that all my dreams are coming true, and I believe that God is on it, and He will continue to be on it, because there's no one else that is better to do it than Him. So let Him do it for you, as He has done for me, as He will continue to do for me. We on this podcast trust God, we have faith, we manifest, and we let God do the thing. Yeah, I speak my thoughts on this podcast, and I just bring them out. I bring them out to you, and we help each other to just decipher what they could be and what may be. Yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you tune in next week for another episode. And yeah, stay blessed, stay loved, stay humbled, and may this podcast be whatever that you're hoping that it would be. Bye bye. Have an amazing time.